Apparently the WBA have ordered Alexander Povetkin to face Anthony Joshua. Joshua has to defend his WBA belt now, apparently they're saying, against the disgraced 38-year-old, doesn't look like he's on the juice anymore, Russian, who had that very entertaining fight against David Price on the undercard of Joshua Parker, but a guy who certainly looks like, apart from the fact he's 38, is past his best. He's nowhere near as, he didn't look as bulky as he was. That's very probably the lack of roids in his system now, and you've got to believe his kind of style, come forward, not much head movement, his head's right there, would be ideal for Joshua to pulverise him. Unless Joshua took him really lightly, I don't think how that could prove much of a speed bump. Joshua is very much focused on becoming the undisputed champion, and I think we saw against Parker that he's going to be very careful with each fight, especially if it's against the guy who's not too bad. He's going to make sure he gets to his final goal here. He's becoming more of a rounded, more cautious fighter here. Some people have made some comparisons with Klitschko with his last performance. That might be a little bit over the top. I'm not so sure he's going to start jabbing and hugging people to death, but he's certainly becoming somewhat more of a cautious fighter, a little bit more reserved. He's not going to be trying to bomb everyone out if they've got something they could possibly hurt him with. But I can't say how Povetkin would offer Joshua too much trouble. He has to get close to throwing those looping right hands and short hooks. I do believe Joshua would get rid of him, probably in the mid-rounds. I would probably prefer it if Joshua, if it wasn't going to be Wilder next, to fight the likes of Big Baby Jarrell Miller, just because he's an unknown quantity. Not that I think that much of him, and do it in the States, that would be different. I don't think that's going to happen though. It's possibly Povetkin, because it's probably not going to be Wilder next, is it? That's they're going to keep that one cooking, they're going to keep that one on the hob for a little bit and boil it up. Wilder may face White or Brazil, and Joshua will either fight Miller or Povetkin. Perhaps that will suit Sky Sports more to get the pretty hittable Povetkin over to the UK shores again, because the British fans are aware of him now after the last fight, get him pulverised and make a good few mil in the process. But what do you think this Russian's chances are here? I rate them pretty damn low. I think he'd be in for a hiding, and I think a lot of people would think an overdue hiding for the fact that he has been such a disgraced name recently. Pretty blatant use of steroids, I'd say, and it would be good riddance, I think, for a lot of people after AJ knocked him the hell out. What do you think? How does that fight go down?